Okay. Among the tests that we do for MAUR Towers, that's the name of the game, MAUR, M-A-U-R. The tests that we're doing include seeing how it affects the rest of the system. The whole point is chat is able to play the game while I do other things. It might be something heavy like playing Valorant. So it's a test. We have to make sure this works. This latest iteration of the game has more effects. I've been doing pixel art for sprites and sprite animation, but there's a little bit more. I mentioned previously there's lots of code that supports the rest of the game. It's frankly stuff you don't see, but you need it. You need people to be able to queue up and match. And then you can play. And so I'm finally working on the game code, but like literally you needed to be able to do things like have a queue that could open and close and some admin commands that could perform those actions. So like this. I will actually I'll queue up right now because the idea is we're going to test, and just in case anyone shows up while we're doing this, I will ask them to please type in command next match. They will, presumably, as part of the test, be matched up, and we could do things like watch the flag colors change, coins appear out of the mine periodically, and both of us could say command recruit marauder, and a little acorn will drop from the tree. We each have a tree, an acorn will drop from that tree, and poof, it becomes another marauder. So, yeah, lots of fun stuff to test. Happy about it. It's fun. I'm just a clown, doing my thing, having fun. You know how it is. Did I mention we're going to play some Valorant? Yeah, okay. I mean, technically, this is the day we're supposed to be playing games, and I'm totally slacking on that. So let's do that, and yeah. I think I've done all of the magic that I need to do to make sure this runs appropriately. Right now, Valorant says it's only using 10% of my CPU. Okay. That's good. Let's see if that keeps up, because I'm really suspicious about you, Valorant. Really suspicious. All right, let's go. Hey, people. No, there's no people. I am going to go play this and do this and do that and go. We'll just do some daily matches. We'll play some casual Valorant. I might switch to another account. I've totally neglected my alt accounts. Frankly, neglected Valorant.
Match found.
Far be it for me to bitch about Valorant. But, you know, it's kind of been terrible, this act. It's been really bad.
I'll fight anybody.
The biggest thing that breaks the game is the quality of the player base. And, oh my goodness, everyone has seen that quality fall through the floor. It is nothing but people who throw the game and troll, or smurfs. And I mean teams of people who throw or smurf or both. And the end result is you have no control over what's happening in the game. And I'm not just talking about me. I've played some matches, yes. But I'm talking about every streamer I've been watching. They're having this exact same problem this act. It's just worse than last act. It's nothing entirely new, but wow, it is dramatically bad. It is awful. In fact, if Valorant were released right now, initially, like launched, and this was the experience that players had, I really doubt it would survive as long as it has so far, which is a few years, you know? It's crazy. So let me do my regular jump into the stupid Twitch app and see if I can follow what's going on.
Yeah. Here.
Wow, there's nobody doing a thing here. Okay, well, I'm not working. So part of what I want to look at is, hey, does this actually impact the game? But frankly, all of the game impact that I've been watching on this has to do with balance, not it's an instant shot. That was an instant shot, dude.
You're done.
That was not a an impact based on my game. So
Time to
I
jump.
do expect, if it follows the pattern, this will slow down from 144 frames to a little bit lower. And if we're lucky, it'll stay at 90 or something. I say lucky because it's kind of been a 50-50. It's been a coin toss whether it's worked or not. So
Rainer's got the bloodlust going.
so how's the game? You know, it's the game. I'm going to pay attention to Twitch now to make sure that I get the feed up and running.
You disappoint me.
Good.
Stage 2.
Timing. Come on now. I'd like to get a couple of kills
Still in sight.
so that I can be a natural part of this game. So, it's Sunday now, but like, we've been seeing some crazy games with just completely one-sided teams. So far I've been one-tapped by every member of this opposing team. It's only team deathmatch. I have no idea why they would be doing anything fancy, like, you know. I really just want to test. Can I just test? Okay. Looks like... Bro, I can't get a kill. I just can't get a kill. These are some crazy teams with
Reloading.
a wild amount of
Why? I'm pissed.
backdown skill. Oh, come on. It's a team deathmatch, and I feel like there's absolutely nothing I can do about this game. There's nothing casual about it. It's just insane. I'm not warming up, I'm not learning anything, I'm not practicing, it's just pain. It's just pain.
Get out of my way.
So, yeah. Hitting about 90 frames, that's not bad. Not bad. Let's see if it goes much lower. Okay, so clearly we're all just following pattern here. Let's see if I can catch Neon.
Reloading.
For dead.
Dominating.
Hadn't there been
She's trying to get Neon to do anything other than what she's been doing. doing something different.
Decoy.
Nice try.
Nice try.
70 frames a second. Okay. First time I've seen Rays.
It's you and me.
See ya. My
Ultimate Orb
ult's ready.
spotted.
One down.
Okay, there's 30 frames a second. Here's where I'm gonna go check to see exactly what is it. Oh, there's a background host problem. I mean, a process I can kill. Talked about this last stream. That works out. I think we got it. Okay.
Kills remain.
Nope, we don't got it. We don't got it. We don't got it. This is 10 frames a second. Man, I can't even appear in the game without getting one tapped.
5 kills remaining.
What up? I mean, I'm not feeling bad about ducking out. I'm frankly gonna get fewer kills if I hide in the corner here. Just looking through the processes, see if there's anything I can kill. Nope, don't see anything. Oh, that's right. I wanted to make sure OBS had a little more resources available. Not much. Cool. But something. And again, Valorant has real-time priority, so it has all the resources it could possibly want. Okay, I'm going to come back here to the main screen and sit here for a minute. See if this calms down and we get normal frame rates. Twitch, how do you... Bro, Twitch, what the hell? Dude, make an app that isn't stupid, please. Oh my gosh. I swear. I think a bunch of people got into software development and became programmers, and they have no idea what they're doing. I blame the educational system. Oof. Alright. We good? I mean, I can kind of see the game running. I can see the sprites down the bottom. I will go ahead and do the command. Get people interested if they ever show up. There's no guarantee anyone will show up, right? But what I can do is test other things until such time that I can test more stuff. I would like to see if, because frankly the spawning
Match found.
from the tree, like an acorn falling from the tree that, you know, lands on the ground and then there's a marauder. That's pretty darn cool. A neat idea. It looks even better, frankly.
I'll fight
And, you know,
anybody.
got some sprite
I'll
animation and
fight
things.
everybody.
This is an iteration of the game with this artwork done. I can go back to focus on the code, and that means implementing the game rules. There are rules of the game, and as a player you learn these rules when you play. Well, I have imagined these rules to be there, and implementing means I'm putting them in. So it's rules like, if your health goes to 0, the marauder dies. Duh, right? If the marauder attacks, it reduces some of the opponent's health. Duh, right? If the marauder goes to the tree will heal the marauder, and I will make a heart appear. See the center heart that's like filling up? That's the animation that will play while the character is at the tree, and the animation won't play exactly like that. It will be an actual meter showing you how much of their health is there when they get to the tree and how much they're healing until they are full health. 144 or close to it. Let's see if it stays. Oh, it immediately dipped down. That's awesome.
Reloading.
It immediately dipped down. That is great.
Gotta go. Grenade.
That's not
Said
ready.
sarcastically.
Cutting through.
That is awful.
Over here.
Yeah, if I had better frames, I'd like to think I could win those fights. These frames are awful. I'm surprised I can get a kill at 10 frames a second. This is awful.
Ultimate
I have to stop.
spawning.
Have to stop and look at the task manager and stare at it. It's not my favorite thing to do, but so again, Valorant is definitely running a low CPU in the single digits. It's 5, 7, 8. That's not bad at all. Dude, the other day it was 25% of my CPU, and that was ridiculous. Something was horribly wrong. I don't see anything wrong. I'm going to jump back in and see if it's fixed. It is not fixed. I don't know what's wrong. My resources are not completely taxed, so I just don't know what the problem could be there.
Decoy.
Coming through.
Bad luck.
Just
Reloading.
luck. I can't do anything with this.
Ultimate orb spawning.
Oh, sorry guys.
Go, go, go.
They're just gonna get me. I can't play like this. 10 frames a second? I can't do anything. I can't do anything like this. So, what could possibly... I'm gonna search for background processes. Nope. Look at OBS. It's not really dropping frames. The speed is high and the CPU is low. It's not OBS. I mean, I'm kind of running out of things to look at. It's Valorant. It's just Valorant. Valorant is the hog. Valorant is the stress test. So far, you know, I don't know. It's just what it is. I mean, Valorant and Microsoft, let's be fair. Microsoft is also stupid, right?
Charge your ults.
Target down. Ready.
I can play better when my frame rates are higher.
Anyone else?
Come on.
10 seconds
That
until
contrast,
stage
I
change.
can't play at all when it goes down to 10 frames a second.
4 down.
Well, I would like to think we can have nice things. You know? Okay, my speed with OBS went down very dramatically all of a sudden. Alright, I'm seeing a whole lot of stuff go south right now. Doesn't quite make sense though. Can't say this makes sense yet. No, can't quite say this makes sense yet. Let's just try it out, see if we can get back to normal.
Charge your ults.
More. I'm out of here.
Decoy. Time to jump. Kill them.
Kill. Gotta go. I'm out of here.
I play better at the right frame rate. I play terrible at the low frame rate. It's pretty much the correlation that makes sense to me, you know? Reason not to say it's frame rate related. Is it really a skill issue? Actually, it's probably frame rate. It's probably frame rate. Alright, let's get this dude.
My ult's ready. I'll handle this.
Nice, I crossed the health before that happened.
Decoy. That's not ready.
I didn't exit that all well, but that's on.
That's 3.
Ultimate orb spawning.
Hey, nice try.
Got one.
My ultimate's ready. My ult is ready.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That was a large drop in ping that had nothing to do with
Get
my
out of my way.
frame rates. It was just ping. Server connection just completely threw me somewhere else. Whoa, what's this? Whoa, that's also ping. What's happening? What's happening? What's going on? Okay, that has nothing to do with my client frame rate.
That's done.
I am gonna duck out for a second and see what I can see. Well, this would be why OBS is having a problem. Oh, actually, the speed's okay now. Yeah, it's doing okay. But, yeah. Could chalk it up to, I see it feels smooth, but my frame rate is low. This is what I mean by I think the CPU is playing into how it feels smooth. Like, there's a lot of CPU available as well.
Kills remaining.
Satchel out.
Cutting through.
Ultimate orb spawning.
Oh. I thought somebody was someone probably was behind the box, but I wasn't able to capitalize.
Kills remaining.
Yeah, frame rate around 60 actually should be fine. But if it feels choppy and it's stuttering and stuff, I can't play. Whatever.
Hey, nice try.
Gotta go.
Cutting through.
1 minute remaining.
Yeah. In general, these tests have been totally inconclusive. Like, Valorant is so inconsistent and such a hog. I can't tell. Is my process, the new game, causing too much slowdown to play Valorant? I mean, I say inconclusive because I don't think it matters. I actually think I'm getting more and more confident that the new game layer is really not adding much to my performance at all. I mean, that's good. It definitely doesn't impact anything else that I do. Even other games just don't have this kind of problem. Yeah, my ping is probably lower. No, I kind of want to check it out. Let's ask the ping gods what's going on, you know? OBS says it's a little slow. It just got faster. I think it's because I got out of a match. What do you know, Valorant? Riot, you know, hate to say it, but you might need to fix your software. You might need to do more than what you're doing. You might not be all that. Sorry. It's just a thing. You might need to do something. You might. Okay, I shouldn't be here doing this thing. Just reflexively jumping on social media. I probably shouldn't do that. Yeah, my internet is ridiculous fast, as normal. It's not on my end. What's more, I will close everything I can possibly close. Let's jump back in. Let's see what it looks like when we play again. I mean, this is where doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result actually isn't crazy. Because it is inconsistent.
Match found.
At this point, I'm just collecting data points. Trying to find a pattern. Trying to see if I have control over this or if it's just... it's always going to be uncontrollable in Valorant.
I'll fight anybody.
Whoa, like
I'll
that.
fight everybody.
Bro. There is no other game that just hits this crazy hard. I'm sorry. That's... no, I'm already wondering... what? Do I see a hit to the performance from here? Kinda. Memory. Memory's a little high. Still have plenty. I'm not maxing any resources out at all. But the question is, you know, is there like a pipe problem? Like, is the bus overloaded on my CPU? Like, that's where I'm at this point. Like, I'm doing such hardcore sleuthing on the technical side. This tech support is just required in order to play Valorant at speed. It's just the way it is. Oh, apparently Valorant just completely died. Oh, here we go. Are we here? Alright. Okay. Oh my gosh. No, this is flat unacceptable. Look at that. Texture's still loading in. I mean, this is also Epic. And Unreal Engine. Yes, that's true. Oh my god. What engine thinks it's okay to continue, like, to start the game scene before the textures are loaded? There's this, for some reason Epic thinks that's fine, but come on, man.
Time to
That's just ridiculous, man. And it's that kind of performance hit
Ultimate orb spawning.
that would cause it, you'd be unable to play. Like, Epic, you make a game engine, right? There's players playing a game, right? That's what it is, right? So why would you completely nerf their performance because your engine isn't, you know, ready to play?
Dizzy's up top.
That's not
there.
It's just insanity.
Seconds until stage change.
I mean, really. I mean, what is that? I just want to double check that I've given Valorant all of the resources it could possibly get. The priority should be at real time. Yep. In the background process, real time. Yep. Wow. That's some kind of insanity. That's some kind of crazy.
Decoy.
I mean, even before I ran into the crazy that is Valorant, I'm running into this. I'm afraid it makes too much sense why people are trying to find an alternative to Valorant. Streamers and stuff.
It's you and me. Cutting through. Fake teleport.
Reloading.
Brilliant.
And you're done. Saw you, Mosh.
Should have switched to the ghost. Yep. The more I play this, the more I realize it was probably just luck. Roll the dice. That I got a decent performance out of Valorant and got things to run smooth. I have to do my job to get it to run smooth, that's true, but then also the stars just have to align. And that is flat out unacceptable. What if you went to Vegas, put your chips down, and said, cool, now flip a coin to see whether or not the cards will appear for you. Take a chance to see if you can play.
Idiot.
Like, what? No, that's what Riot's doing. Like, we're not sure that we will be able to play. Kind of crazy. I mean, no, it's really crazy. It's unacceptable. And we're just putting up with it, which is, that's the crazy part. So I resisted upgrading the armor, and I'm really glad I did because the sound. The sound is good.
Someone's there.
That's not ready. Time to jump.
Alright. Wow. I can barely move at this frame rate. Too much. I mean, I kind of wanted to stream and test, but I think it's just going to have to be some other game that I test with from now on, because I have a harder time enjoying this game, and I really have a hard time playing the game. I can play at speed, but apparently only sometimes, despite everything that I'm trying to do. Like this 20 frames a second jazz is playable. Kind of really unplayable. You can tell.
It's you and me. That's not bad. I'll handle this.
It's like the best I could do is just play these rat plays. That's all I got, you know? I can barely control this character. Very hard.
I'm back. Cutting through.
10 frames a second. I really can't
15
play
kills
this.
remaining.
You look at that chart. You look at the frame rate. It's just awful. I can't do much. Just duck back here for a minute. I mean, honestly, I'm useless for my team, so. Alright, let's look at the profile. First of all, I don't see any obvious process I can kill. Nope. OBS is actually running pretty well. It's got a strong connection, not dropping frames. CPU is low. I guess I could kill the task manager again, but I don't think that's made a difference so far this session. It's really just bad. It's just not a thing to do. Not something I have control over. I don't have any way I can play in this game. So it's going to be a short stream. I mean, it was a complete disaster this session. So aside from moments where it was 144 and I could play well, I would say 75% of the time it was garbage at 10 frames a second or 15 frames a second, and my resources are not taxed. There is absolutely nothing in my control that I have found. So, sorry, Riot. It is you, actually. It's not me. Yeah, that's trash. So I'm just going to get out of Valorant. I mean, there's no reason to have it running. I'm not going to play it for a test, and I'm not going to play it for fun, because it's, wow. Like, even when it is playing at speed, it's really not that fun. It's kind of terrible. And now that I'm just listening to the jungle, you know, I don't have coffee, but I have tea. So, what I might do what I could do is jump back into the editor. I've been doing pixel art this weekend, and also I have been in the engine. So I could show off a little bit about what I've been doing. Sure. Our frames of art are here. We have lots of effects. It's like this. We have a coin spinning. Hello. We have a coin spinning. We have a damage indicator, and this won't play as an animation. It'll play as, you know, we're going to select how much damage was done, and that will float up from the character. So I damage the other character, they will have this floating up above them and fading out. If they die instead, and they're not damaged, but they actually die, I won't show damage, I'll show this. Oh, it's so tragic. Breaking heart. Looks good though, right? The filling heart is what we play while a character is at the tree getting healed, because the tree just heals your characters for free. So if you say retreat, you're saying please come back to the tree, and characters that are at the tree, whatever level of health they're at, they start there and it goes up because they're being healed. And if they're at full health, then, you know, this is shown for a little while, but then it stops. That's that. If I say recruit, and we need to spawn a new character. Well, this little acorn appears in the middle of the tree, and it falls. It's very cool. Falls on the ground. It sits there for just a second before flash. This flash does this, and it covers up a switch between the acorn and the character. So our little marauder character appears after a flash. This upgrade effect was totally chalked during our stream before, and to fix it, I didn't do much. I was talking about how nice it is to save large versions of all these pixel art images we do. I reduce them to bring them into the engine, and it compresses and makes like a nice blending effect. But I went back to the larger image and just didn't reduce it so much, and this is actually visible now. So that's what you've been seeing in front of the tower on the left. Right, the player 1 tower is getting periodically upgraded. It's really just showing you the animation. So that's what these animations are doing when they play. Characters, of course, are here, and we do want to eventually get our variations of these characters in place for priest and wizard, archer, and engineer. But notice the character has a little cap that's brown. See, that's where the acorn idea came from, and the fact that we have a tree. I went, oh my gosh, we have to do this. So that's what we're doing. We do have a flag. One of the things that I did is create a few shaders. What do I mean? Well, there's this sprite image, and I could just show the image. We definitely do that for the tree. But let's talk about the flag for a second. If I look at this flag, wait, there's going to be the white flag. Doesn't that mean surrender? Well, actually, yeah, when you do surrender in the game, it will turn white. Yes, it will. In fact, I think I'm going to implement that because I have all the rest of it in place. But otherwise, no, you choose a color for your side. At the moment, it's going to be blue is on the left and orange is on the right. I pick these colors. But to make the flag be a blue flag, while the rest of the sprite looks just like the sprite, I needed to write a shader so that I could layer pieces together, a base texture and an overlay. I also need to be able to color them. And by the way, all of the sprites need to be able to be colored because I want to, for example, show upgrade as more than just that sparkly, but also maybe flash the entire sprite. So if a tower gets upgraded, I don't just want to show the sparkly over the tower. I can also do something with that tower material. Actually, let's go here and I will show you. So right now it is just the sprite, but I have added this extra property because I wrote the shader here. So I can do this now and make it invisible and fade up and fade down, yes, but I don't need to do that most of the time. And if you show white, it means give me all the color. But I could, you know, take out the green and make it look purple, or take out the green and the blue and make it look red, you know. Making it pulse with some color might help show that it's being upgraded. In fact, yellow might be a good idea there. So there's reason that I would want to color all the sprites, and that wasn't available with the unlit textures I had before, so I had to write that shader. The flag, there's an extra layer because there is the flag, and then there's an extra image that is just the flag. Now in GIMP or Photoshop, this is easy. I'm already composing this frame with different parts like the base, the pole, and the flag. These are separate layers. If I export just the flag, what I'm getting is extra frames. For example, the idle animation with just the flag as an overlay, has the 4 frames there, but no pull. So it looks exactly like the normal waving flag, but it is separate, and that's the key. It's separate, and importantly, the flag is white. Because if it were any other color, changing the color would be a little bit difficult, but because it is white, it's like 100% color, if that makes sense. What it means is, now I can change the color of the flag. It's a separate layer. It is composed on top of the base layer. The base layer actually still has the ability to be colored. Yes, you can do that. Absolutely. If it is full white, it is just the color of the sprite as I painted it. The flag has white and shades of gray, including the black outline. The black outline is like no color, and so it is not changed at all, while all of the white and the gradations of gray are changed. The more white, the more change. So, boom. And so you can not only see the color, but you see the tone, the little bit of shading on the flag there. And so, boom, we got a flag that you can change the color in. This means that, of course, players are going to be able to choose the color. Right now, it's going to be hard-coded because I just need to get these things going. Blue is on the left, and orange is going to be on the right. I do have other colors set up, like, green and purple, like this. Something like that. It means that with this shader that I wrote, I'm able to change the color of the flag, and I'm going to do the same thing with these other things. Let's imagine the tower has a little sash on it to reflect that this is actually your tower, The character has some element on it that shows its color. It might be the sword, actually. I was trying to find what was it that makes the most sense, and I think the cap was one idea, but some of my characters aren't going to have a cap. I also like the fact that it's brown, frankly. He does have little bracers on, these little bracelet things. So maybe I'll do like the bracer color or something. I don't know. Anyway, right now it's just the full sprite can change color, so he can flash red when he's like hurt or something, Like, basically, ow, right? Ow. I don't know if I want to do that, but I have the option, you see. And here's the thing. He dies, right? There's going to be a time when your characters die, and they need to fade out. Well, I can totally do that now. So, stuff you don't see yet, but stuff it's definitely going to be implemented. What else? I needed to do some game code, so I started writing the player manager. I've done other things. Oh, this is a namespace that I don't want at all. You'll write some stuff in Visual Studio, and it's trying to be helpful, and it says, oh, you wrote something that's in this package of stuff, so I'll make sure and include it up here. And it's like, no, that was a typo. In fact, you probably made me do the typo, and I don't want it. But thanks. Anyway, there are times when Visual Studio just fails at being a text editor. It's really sad, actually. But you can see lots of testing. I am in the middle of making something happen, like, the spawning of characters and adding gold and all that stuff. But in order to test it, I can't use the systems that I expect to be there. They aren't there. So I'm doing things like tricking the system into thinking that I've actually initialized this character, that I have that I should be spawning a coin that I can recruit. I've got most of the commands to do these things already in place, but to test it, shoot, I need another player. And since I don't have that, I'm doing all kinds of trickery to be able to test. That said, you know, when you have a player to start with, I want to be able to set it up. When the match is over, I want to be able to clear that again. Here's me setting the color of your team, and I need to set the place where it finds the flag. In fact, I could do that right now. Finds the flag and changes the color. You know? Oh, right. This color is set early. It does this. Yeah, it'll do this. It'll do that. Okay. But not when you surrender. Let's do that. Let's find do surrender and change that, right? Because, of course, you're raising the white flag when you surrender. Oh, that's right. Okay, so along with doing this is brand new code for today. The player. Managing the player. Hey, you kind of need to do that for our game, right? Well, I'm finally here after doing things like the matchmaking and stuff, right? The commands that come in, right? So if you type in more help and you already are in a match, you'll get a detailed list of commands. Okay. This is temporary, but it's doing the recruiting. Once we get a couple of people, we could test that. This is doing the surrendering. So, yeah, this is handling the game part of the surrender, which has to declare the other one the winner. That will trigger the end of the match. This is the only command that's actually implemented in full. It's a relatively easy one. I am saving some stats, and I'm thinking I got to refactor all that because there's tons of stats. I have no idea if or when I would care about the stats, but I'm gonna go with it for sure. Oh, we have somebody who came in. So in case you want to get my attention and I'm just yapping, you could do these secret commands, and that will do that. But I gotta be honest, I'm kind of doing my own thing. Well, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. But if you're expecting me to be reading chat a whole bunch, no. And frankly, that's why I'm making this game that you see at the bottom of the screen. Otherwise, please refer to the chat rules that talk about no, I'm not going to buy anything, and please don't sell. Okay, thank you. Alrighty. So this is the only command, this is the only command that's totally implemented, and at this point, let's see. Yeah, we do want to say player 2 set player color. Yeah, absolutely. And we will raise the white flag. That's exactly what we're going to do. White. Boom. So, hey, in fact, I would like to put it here. So now this is actually going to show the white flag getting raised. Well, raised is not quite true. I was just changing the color. Lower the flag that's there and raise the other ones. Probably a whole sequence of things. Cool. Yeah, we need to actually do that. I will, you know what? Here. Because we're here and we're doing it and I'm talking about it, I need to sort of do it. Otherwise I'm not going to remember to do it. Here is setting the player color, and here is perform surrender. This is going to be an explicit command that this player manager can do, and I think it's going to be important that I have this as well. While the game needs to know that somebody surrendered and needs to manage it from there, it can trigger the players there we go. And I need to do this. But at least I can do this part. I'm literally just moving this command over there, and I'll do the rest later. The rest being like actually lowering the flag, which is playing the spawn animation in reverse, and then changing the color and raising the flag again and letting it fly. So yeah. Yep. Cool. Hey, we're getting stuff done. And it's not the coding stream. I swear. I've been doing code all day. So what else? Well, I did do the thing that allows the tree to drop an acorn. Can I show that on stream? I'm not sure I can. See, the problem with, there's a couple of problems. One is I actually need to disable this game from talking to Twitch. If I hit play right now, there's already a game talking with Twitch. It's the one that you see at the bottom of the screen. Also, yeah, it's just confusing. I'm not going to go there, but I am going to pretend that it is there. I am going to try and drop an acorn. No, you know what? I can't. It's actually really complex. But suffice to say, I have an acorn that falls. This sprite isn't just the sprite of the acorn. It's actually the whole, like, yeah, exactly. It's actually the whole, like, falling from the tree animation as well. There's a number of keys that just kind of fall down at this, like, it's lined up here. These keys are all lined up there with a little bit of offset, and it falls down and it kind of rolls around, and then it stays there for a second, and then it disappears, but it's replaced by the animation that we saw earlier for this sprite. So, yeah, it's cool. I've tested it. Like I said, I did some trickery to make sure I could test it. What I haven't tested is when somebody in chat actually invokes the command, because we're actually in a match. You hear me saying all the steps that need to happen in order to get there? Yeah, it's actually a little tricky. But getting that acorn to fall and kind of roll on the ground was... I ran into problems that I had with these scripts that were borrowed from Shuffle Wars. In other words, I've been using these scripts from Shuffle Wars and didn't notice the problem that was there. I'm using them in a very simple way, and here I am in this game using it a little bit more complex. This one needed to do more than 2 keys of animation. In other words, move in more than just start to end. This one, I noticed when I was playing these sprites that they weren't playing the first frame and a bunch of other things. Like, the more I got into it, the more I realized I really needed to... Like, I threw these scripts down during Shuffle Wars and kind of just left it. Well, I updated them now. They're fixed, and I actually put them back in Shuffle Wars. So when we go back there, they'll be working properly. In fact, I expect things to be a little bit like, oh, wow, that looks better, even though we didn't do anything. we'll go back to Shuffle Wars soon. This has only been 2 weeks, folks. 2 weeks. That's kind of crazy. This thing already looks like this, plus a whole bunch of back-end stuff. It's true, there's no game code. There's no battling. There's no, not even collision. But that's the fun part, frankly. That's the cool stuff. I'm down for it. So, rather than show you a conceptual idea of what we have done in progress, this time I'm able to show you actual progress because you can see it running on the screen, and I'm showing you some frames of animation, which is kind of fun. Eventually, I'm going to need testers. You're watching this VOD. You're saying like, what? Come by stream and join a match with me. I need to at least test out a couple of things. I need to test out if coins appear from the mine, because they should appear and kind of rise up and spin around. I want to test if the flag changes color when you join, and it is indeed blue versus orange. I want to test if you type in Recruit Marauder, a little acorn drops from your tree and spawns a Marauder, and the Marauder walks to the middle of the screen, and we have a bunch more guys on screen. Like, I tested it out. It's cool, but I need to actually test it with another player. We can begin to test more things. We could even test surrender. You know, we could finish a whole match. So there's lots to do. And the more I do, the more I need testing with somebody else. So please follow, like, subscribe, retweet, you know, whatever it needs, whatever you need to do to remind yourself to show up on stream, so that you show up on stream. It's going to be good. All right. I think I have, done it. Yes. As usual, take care, have fun, do well, be good. See ya.